existing food businesses. That's what, in my world of economic development, it's called economic gardening. You're taking existing businesses, giving them the tools to grow to the next level. This is advanced manufacturing, these convection ovens and these dehydrators, especially in rural areas. You could do incubator kitchens, but I think it's where they're going to have their highest success is in really dense urban areas, where you've got a lot of caterers, people that can't afford to put that in themselves. But beyond that, where we're going after jobs for people in our facilities, this idea of putting a processing person or small team in first, and you can start very small, is a much faster way to get higher visibility for your programs and to make some jobs for people in the communities. These people just 2 weeks ago won Minority Business of the Year for the state of Wisconsin. I get to do shared success. I get to talk about that. Oh my gosh, we've got a network of these things, and one of our customers just won this. I had another cabinet secretary here. I couldn't get him out of my booth. The guy was 45 minutes talking about this. So you can share the marketing and sales if we could do this together. You can share these success stories, and I think there's shared services. Some of these services are very expensive, food safety services as well. Getting 1 or 2 food safety people so we don't all have to buy them individually is a wise move here. I've been thinking hard about the cheapest way, the easiest way to get into this. I've got a very small facility that is in a desperate financial situation in my wife's hometown in north central Illinois. We're just going to take product down there and put their label on it, stuff we already make, and let them resell it. Let the people in that poor community, it's a really beat up little industrial town in north central Illinois, let them realize, oh my gosh, I can get good food out of this place. All of a sudden they start thinking about their local center supporting people with disabilities as a place they can also think of as a food center of sorts. And then the next year you have somebody grow the strawberries that you can buy one small piece of equipment, make that jam, make that jelly, make a dehydrated product out of it. You can start very small with this, and I think you should start very small with it. We get to show off this 10,000 square foot facility, and isn't it cool? But Annette and her team worked 8 years to get us there. And Tom's planning got us there. Those are the steps that got us there, and that's the steps with these facilities now, with all of the media looking at us and what we can do. Then we can point to these little facilities. I'll just pick, Osseo. I don't even know if there's a center, probably not. But you can start in these little communities, but talk them up as we go. And then each new one that comes into the network, you can say, yeah, call my friend in Wisconsin Rapids, Douglas County. It is not the hardware you put in the building, it is these people. This is the most important thing in our facility, bar none, is anything that's made in this facility by these staff can be sold anywhere in the United States, legally. There's 3 or 4 certifications that you can and need to get to do that. But for instance, I've got this Wisconsin acidified food, so I can make salsa legally in a kitchen, but I can't sell it outside Wisconsin. I have to get a much higher level of license. So you get 1 or 2 people in this case up on the wall that do have those licenses, that can take these products in. It changes the entire equation for the communities that we're talking to. We're competing on mastery, not just trying to get publicity for individual new startups, although those are very good. We had a startup that, we've tried this incubator kitchen thing. I don't want to knock it. There's a couple of chefs that still come in. But for instance, I had a brand new food guy, he's a gluten-free guy. Came in, it's a complicated recipe, and he says, I'm not giving Tom that money, I'm going to make this myself. All right, go ahead. This is hard. Food processing is really hard work. It's like every other profession. There's no slack left in any of these professions. It's hard work. So this guy came in and he tried it 2 or 3 times. You have to sanitize your way into these kitchens, break that Hobart machine into pieces, sanitize it, put it back together, make the stuff. Then package it. Then you've got to break it all apart, sanitize your way out. He did that 2 or 3 times. He said, this is really hard. I said, yeah, Bubba, that's the point. I said, so back to my first point, what I told him in the beginning, you shouldn't be in here making this food, you should be out selling it. Now I do know what I'm talking about here. You should have professionals making this for you, and you should be out selling your product. And now it's 2 months, 3 months after he's done that, we can't keep up with this guy. He just got his first major equity investment in his company, and it's a significant amount of money he just took in. He's got distribution up and down the east and west coast for Whole Foods. It's a good story.